All right. Hello and welcome, my friends. It's another beautiful and bright sunshiny day here in Hambbage land, aka Colorado, United States. And I'm glad you're here. We're going to play some hardcore vanilla Minecraft. I should really adapt and start loading this as we're talking because it does take just a bit of time. Um, for those who may have missed it, we did a special evening episode last night because I was having so much fun playing the game. Just loving the update. We basically just made our way all the way into the depths of the caves below us, and then made our way back up, and we got turned around, didn't know where our base was, all that good stuff. But having a lot of fun playing and exploring and all that. I think in this episode, I kind of got a twofold goal, and some of you guys may think this is pretty silly thing to be working on, but I am not too concerned with that, to be very honest. What I would like to do, and we'll pull this up so we know. So we want to go this way and kind of like a little bit diagonally, but probably more off this direction. It's kind of a bearing like that. But what I want to do is establish the means to get back and forth to our first 118 portal, and also set up the portal here that we'll eventually use to get back and forth. So, two things for that. And I think I noted this, but before we really head out, and while we've still got the debug screen up, let's just make sure. So I think this one was around 230 and negative 22,536, and here I have negative 22,560. So that's good. Maybe I was kind of thinking let's put it underground and down in here. It would be close to whatever we're building here and the cave system. Sound good? Let's go ahead and knock out some walls here and get our portal frame for up here set. And of course, once again, kind of going mid-morning. A little later, I spent just a little bit of time relaxing. I was watching another stream, and one thing that I will say, you guys know, I play vanilla, and for one reason, it's just what I've always played. It, Part of what I love about Minecraft is its simplicity. That it doesn't have a whole lot of huge overhead. If you're traveling or something like that and you're not online or connected, doesn't matter. You don't have to tie in. Obviously, the big challenge in that is um, you can't just bounce your worlds computer to computer from a login, right? I know this is dark, and that seemed low. Nope, just dark. Let's go down one more. I don't really want to go up further into the dirt. So that was maybe a sign. We should be doing it like this. All right. Now, this is 6 across. That'll work, I think. really know what I'm doing yet. That's very, that's very split, isn't it? I don't know, but maybe just doing the regular diorite will be different enough from the polish that we normally use. I don't know. I don't know. Just trying to. I don't want to get too sucked in. I really would like to keep um, fairly mobile through all this, and that part of what we haven't seen yet are the glowing or lush caverns or whatever they are. So we'd like to see those, and I'd like to see the um, gear, right? Oh, goods. Um, I can't think what I'm trying to say. I don't know that we even need. What? There. Fill all that in. How many of these? We still got a stack, so I think we're all right. Trying to be somewhat economical here. Oh, that was unnecessary. Um, this gives us a little bit of a around the outside, depending on where we pop in from, and then we'll just swap out this wall. All right, pretty good. Boom, 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 boom. Good. Now, all can be wonderful there. And the only thing left to do is note this. I'm going to use the trusty dusty pen and paper here. 235 and negative 22584. And that is right in the middle-ish. Right? A 3. Not that, we'd be close enough to catch the link, but all right, there we go. So now We can get rid of that. We got nothing here. Pop this. Tools. Light this. Bop. Okay. Then, I think the only other thing I really want to do here is while we're up in the area, I've seen horses. So let's get all that stuff out. And what I'd like to do, and this is kind of a more projecty bit. So this one's all set. We still need to go get our bed, and we'll need to take that with us. All right. Dump that. And we don't need a full stack of stone, I don't think. So what I'd kind of like to do is sketch out our road. And yeah, we're going to make a road that I think is going to kind of come around this way and then down and out and eventually wrap back. The reason I'm thinking out and around is that we've got two towns and we'd like to have kind of easy access to those. We're not going to do a lot of building and stuff. I think we're just going to leave the markers and get our horse tamed and named for how we want to do this. So, aside from having flown here and not really worried at all about the deal, primarily if we have to cross oceans, it's going to be challenging. But, all right, who here wants to be my horse? Before we do sugar, we try to find out he's got decent. All right, you're the early leader. Polka Dotty. Dotty? We'll call you Dotty. Hey, Dotty. All right, you're the one. Let's hope you're really fast and friendly. There we go. Good job, Dotty. All right, are you fast? Moderately so. Okay, so early indicators are that this will be the path of the road. One of the things we're definitely going to have to watch for here in 18 are holes. Riding horses and all that kind of stuff is more dangerous now because, you could fall a long, long way in some of those holes. Like I said, we'll come back to even up a lot of this. Probably should get the horse. But if this just becomes coastal, then we don't want to make our road go all the way around here, and it'll just be two little side roads out to the villages, and then the road that cuts on the other side of these mountains. Virus and security, once again, did not find anything. You guys will all be happy to know that. It's been... I don't think it's ever found anything, because, yeah, don't open attachments from strangers. It'll be fine. Gravelly shore? I'm guessing? Stony shore, even though it's gravel. I mean, gravel, very small stones. Alright, this does look like it's going to work. At least to get us around that peak. So I like it when roads do wind a little bit. Like this, and I know where Dotty is already left behind. And that's okay. So that may be the backside of our kind of ski area. Hoping. One of the things I would like to do... Alright, so we're still increasing there, and... these are my new... Now I have them on different pages. 57 and 2373 is what we're trying to get to. So this is right. Let's just kind of clear. This was part of the plan here. So what is this? This is northwest is where we're going. And we may be a little in need of tweaking to get this set just right, but I will be really happy if we can cut a path through any forest biomes, and there were a lot of them around our spot, but not have to bridge an ocean to get from portal to portal would be great. So we'll see. Big tree can hang. Work around that. Are these... Hopefully that allows for some good decay. I'm guessing this is still the coast. Right over here. Yeah, I see ya. I'd like to have a pet dog out here, but I don't think I have any meat for you. And I think it has to be raw meat, which means if we do see any animals to feed to tame, we've got to basically shovel them to death, or I don't know, axe, something without flame on it. You can feed the dogs with steaks, but you can't tame the wolves. Oh, yeah, this is looking good. I think we'll maybe just hug the coast here for a little bit. We've got to go further north than west. So... yeah, we still only got about 200 blocks to go this way and a bunch more that way. So, there's a big tree. So now I remember as we were making the portal, I totally lost my train of thought. So one of the reasons why I always uh, have played vanilla, in addition to it just being the game that is, and that you don't need to, um, it can be played simply just due to its very nature. You don't need to have a whole lot of extras and bells and whistles and all that kind of stuff. Um, this kind of seems like it should be, kind of like Golden Gate Bridge worthy. This isn't very decorative since it's stone on stone, but like a big modern kind of bridge across this. But for now, we'll maybe go down and make a little one deeper inside the mouth of this to get across. And then I'm hoping, kind of back up into there are the heights that we're actually trying to get to. As it is, though, we are approaching nightfall. Not quite there yet. Let's get our axe back going again. And let's get ready to sleep. Go. Apples. More apples. I wonder how many apples we've missed. Should we go back? Let's go get our horse, too, while we look for apples. For as long as this stuff remains, it's pretty nice. You get kind of just a debris trail to show you where you've been and where you're going. But as soon as that stuff starts despawn, it can be easy to lose your way. And we're going to wind over to the coast here. Let's put a torch. Maybe we'd come around. I don't know. I would like to actually make a little bit of a road, and that may be part of it, although until and unless we find other cool stuff that we want to explore in this vicinity, it may not be overly traveled, but unlike our little kind of Midwestern farm build theme, um, this one can be a little more cosmopolitan. We got neighbors right around here. We've got access to the ocean. Somehow we may have to improve that too. Um, but yeah, I mean, I could see this as eventual whole Sim City kind of world, building up and evolving as we go. The nice part is we're, you know, to the nature of 118, we've already played through a lot of content. We've got a lot. Oh, Dotty, I walked right by you, didn't I? Where did you wander off to? We left Dotty right around here. There's Dotty. Wait there. Dotty was trying to come to us. Oh, Dottie's the best horse ever. Loyal, brave, tough to see. We should get Dottie some armor to help Dottie stand out. All right, Dottie, up you go. And we'll figure out a way to improve the road through town here. I could see like a business bypass loop around the heart of the town. But like all, towns and roads and all that, the earliest towns swing up around crossroads where it is just two, kind of small things, and people may have had a house that they built there and started charging rooms, and offering people people a good meal and maybe some drinks and stuff if they were staying there. You know, those eventually become inns. Along with inns, we end up with. All right. I know, I know. Oh, maybe some markets where area farmers and stuff that weren't right on the crossroads. Hi, pig, you got in my head. Um, would come when that became a kind of convenient and central place to get to. And because of its convenience, maybe it gets some form of a court or religious gathering places, and on and on and on and so forth and so forth. But eventually, those become kind of hubs of a variety of commerce. Think small town Main Street, and then as commerce becomes bigger and moves out and gets more distributed, those become more of recreation and gathering, right? Traditional old town. When you've got bigger cities, an old town district, a founders district, a crossroads area or something like that. Um, Communities tend to market those. This is not working out according to my plan. We're supposed to be going across that little ford right there for convenient, allowing boat access and everything else in here with a massive, uh, big, maybe not golden, maybe not a Golden Gate bridge, but a large metallic suspension type bridge going across there. And this area is making that difficult. I don't really like taking all the trees right on the edge of a coast like this. But I can't see around that corner to see how far back do I have to go? Does this just become a river? Well, here's what we're gonna do, because I don't want to spend forever on this, but I kind of want to preserve that idea. So I think we're gonna do what people often do, and that is kind of build out berms or earthen stone causeway out here, and then a small wood bridge but elevated over the top so that boats, our little rowboat kind of boats, can go through and access on up whatever's in this river. But we'll assume that a decision was made not to go further than that, and the road can kind of dip here, and then we can have another small bridge kind of crossing there, and this will get us back onto dry land, so to speak, and go from there. I think, with that being said, we may leave Dotty and just kind of keep going and seeing where we're at. This is clearly another spot of significance. We'll do our best to remember what our plans were. Who's blocking me? Sheesh. All right. That cuts in, so we can leave maybe some of these trees on the edge. Other things we haven't seen yet, I still don't know. I haven't bothered with lists of biomes or anything like that. So, other than I think there's still a version of non-glacier snowy mountains, snowy peaks or something that we may not have gotten yet. Um, I don't know particularly what biomes we have or have not gotten. At some point, we can um, pull the list. Maybe I'll do that today at some point. Kind of try to keep track before we've gone so far that we completely forget what all we saw in the earliest explorations. Because nothing worse than trying to track down the wrong biome. And having 50, that's gonna make it more interesting. Starting new worlds, at least for me. Like I said, I've kind of got that template starter sheet, and of course we'd have to update that before any new world starts. But I really, it's kind of more of a formality at this point. I had enough feel for the old biomes that I could kind of keep track. I knew the tricky ones to find, and so would kind of keep a mental checklist. Yes, we found a gravelly mountain, even though I'm not sure that one counted, but you kind of get the idea, right? Mushroom Islands we have or haven't seen. There's two there. Jungles. You got the hills, you got the bamboo variant, you got the edge, and regular. So two bamboos and all the possible. That pig just stole my bed. And now, what is the dang trick to get these things back? No. No, 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 no. This is the sword all over again, right? Pig, what are you doing, dude? Still no bed. What in the flippin' frackin' friggle frack? I mean, can go all around here, but I don't have enough to fill. Like, I'm guessing if I try to fill my whole inventory, maybe this will do it. No, because I already had birch leaves. Chicken. Okay, see? I can't. Fix that, game. Come on, man. I can't be the only one who's ever dealing with this. Um, Maybe I'm not understanding. If that gets placed weird like that, you noticed I couldn't pick up the chicken, right? It was just sitting there, so there was clearly an issue. And then I like lifted the stake to get the chicken, and then the bed appeared. So, again, bear with me. I'm just trying to figure out what it is. Oh, there we are, by the way. So this isn't too bad at all. But how do we want to get over to it before we just wreck everything between us? Does this continue? Is it dry land, or would that be another bridge? There's a little cave down there. It does link well enough. So perhaps we... Oh, that doesn't really lend itself to a road, does it? How far out does this water go? Pretty far. Tunnel? Can maybe make a tunnel. I don't really care for this waterfall. Let's dam that up. Yeah, maybe we just cut it back down here and then go tunnel through the in-between. I don't think it needs to be right at sea level either. Or lake level, as the case may be. You need to go, tree. Now we're stuck. I'd like to keep this on some form of a diagonal. Okay, so we're going to need to bend this, which I like. Woo! We need to patch a bit as we seem to have gone way past. Let's try going out straight from this coal. That seems good. Yeah. Think this stuff at least can fill in. I won't do very dark. I can't see either. But I think we were managing a pretty decent job of filling that in. Alright, now excuse Okay, I'm back. Wow, that was noisy, juicy. There were sneezes, there were nose blowings, there was a cough. The cough was kind of what started it because whatever that first sneeze had been got me. Uh, Whew, thanks for hanging though. Sorry about that. Again, I think in hindsight, you would all be happy to know that I spared you. A few minutes of silence was very much worth. All right, let's. I've been breaking all this coal, and I don't even have a spot to pick up coal. Coal. Fill these back in. Now, I think. It's a pretty awful tunnel. May need to get a bit bigger, but I think for a moment at least, we're just. Let's see, these were all facing that way, so let's do a few opposite this way. It's not pretty, but it's got some functionality, and it most importantly gets us back over to here-ish, where we're going to pop off here. We may bump a little bridge off the edge of this tunnel and clear this for rowboat access, just to give the world a little fun and flair. But this bit, at least, is just a little backwater we don't care about and would be better drained and filled, right, for the purposes of our road building commission. This connects into a nice big ravine there. Where is our target exactly? Clearing, make use of that. And definitely this. Sleep real quick. Look around. We'll do a quick gathering return. Maybe drop some torches as we go. Grab Dotty. Let's prep a bit of space here for Dotty. I think that's far enough. Step up there. That all looks good. No. No, it doesn't. I think we're going to go up to here. And we'll just kind of do that. And then that, and we'll make a tying rod to secure him a bit. I guess we could whip up a gate, but maybe we'll do that back at the cabin and bring it back with us. This really doesn't have as much storage as I'd hoped, but let's see how that does getting back. Few torches. Keep things looking nice. I think we gotta go all the way here because we're gonna get head bonked if we want to use this as a horse tunnel anyway, right? I'd like the tunnel to have a bit of curve to it eventually, but it still may need to get widened. It may need to have some stone brick patches and variations, some tough and just very, variety in the blocks that we use. Coming out, we'll get there. The other thing that we're gonna need to do, let's grab this. It's not the thing we need to do, but it's nice. Is get those berms out into the sea done up. Right, this we'd never really done. I think here needs to go. That should cause some decay and clear out those. Take this one. And where had we been cutting this far in? Kind of looks that way, doesn't it? And I don't mind that we cut up and away from the shore there. I think that's kind of nice, actually. Let's see how that, I think this one needs to go too. And maybe here. Again, swinging wider, not tighter to the coast, gives more variety to our rides when we do make use of roads and go over terrain and some of that kind of stuff. So here, this doesn't really naturally follow up to the top of a bigger hill, so we can clear that, and we'll get you done. As well, just to help. Keep this open. All right, nice and broad. We'll have to fix a lot of this. Obviously, this isn't even a road surface. But then again, what we want to do here is kind of naturally extend these. This is, I'm no civil engineer or anything, so I don't, I've never been a part of these projects, but as I understand it, this is a big part of what you do when you're going to bridge across a wet, boggy, whatever kind of areas. You kind of extend the land in a likely space. You're not going to go, okay, so I want to make a bridge. Let's go to the widest part of the river. Except some suspension bridges, you may actually do that to facilitate the shipping. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. What we're going to do is make this, I think, our bridgehead. Let's go that far because we're gonna do a little bit of fill there again as well. So we're gonna have bridge here, and it's not gonna be particularly broad. And then we're going to fill along this edge because I think it was out at that point that we wanted to go. So we aren't quite out to aligned with that side yet. Are we? Maybe there. So let's try doing these two. And then once we've got the span of the bridge, this is going to curve back into shore a little bit more. Like that. And we want this again to come kind of out here. We can use a little bit of stone, but I really, for underwater work where we soften some of these steeper banks, I kind of prefer cobble. It is a little more true to life if you are swimming along in a body of water that has an edge near some water, and they've supported or reinforced the banks or anything like that, or where a road is along the edge of a lake. You'll see it's chunk rock that they use. It's not gonna slip and wash away like dirt would. You know, if you just keep dumping dump, dump trucks of dirt into the water, they're gonna dissipate. They're gonna turn into mud and level out. Uh, that's not much dirt though. Yeesh. I thought we had a lot more than this. All right, well let's sleep. Nothing but to sleep right now. We can make some of this kind of a boardwalk, right? How about that? Let's use what dirt we do have. Maybe keep it, but um, there's also such things as boardwalks, right? And I don't think for a road we would really have much of this floating. Again, I think kind of some stone or logs around the outer edge would be kind of good. We got lots of wood. And this was actually what I was thinking for going out to it as well, would be a wood pier. I kind of wish I'd marked with the torch which way we were going. We could bounce here and make kind of wood road along all this with a little blurb of a bridge over this. See how that looks. As usual, I'm now realizing I have no idea how long we've been going. I didn't look when I was in the midst of my sneeze, cough, nose blow session. Oh. So you'll have to bear with me on that. This will go up and over. Maybe here we will make it a little more floaty. I don't know. Long term, this could all be a kind of a wharf waterfront district. It just keeps getting, oh, why don't I just keep going then? But I do think kind of from that sand piece over would be good. Maybe here we leave a little seep pond around at the back. Thinking no boat access there, just maybe just a step up and then a half slab, but just enough to show water could flow through, and you set like a mill wheel or something back there. I don't know. Let's check though. Oh man, we're already over. Okay. Uh, don't worry. More videos to come today. I'm excited to keep this kind of going. I'm excited that we're already connected or have our path back to the portal. But I think I would like to focus on getting a few hasty bridges built that would be kind of in that early, small community style. And then we'll move on from there. So probably some more tree chopping and all that kind of stuff when we go. But we'll be back soon. Again, already over an hour. So quick farewell and promise that we'll see you back soon. Take a good break. Enjoy your world out there. And I hope you're enjoying 1.18 as well as the real world. And we'll see you back here for the next one. Stay awesome, guys. Bye now.